Discover the world of Nutella. Every year, over 365,000 tons of Nutella roll out from 11 factories around the globe. Just imagine, 75 jars sold every minute. And yes, there's even a World Nutella Day celebrated on February 5th. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes of this delicious journey, from hazelnut harvest to cocoa processing. Follow us as we explore roasting, grinding, and the magical blend with milk, sugar, and palm oil. Watch as jars are filled, sealed, and shipped to countries far and wide.
Entering the factory, a world of innovation. As you step into the factory, you're greeted by a massive warehouse, a labyrinth of stainless steel pipes, conveyor belts in constant motion, and tanks that resemble modern-day cauldrons. The sounds of engines humming, valves opening and closing, and sensors emitting beeping signals create a symphony of industry. Here, a shiny brown spread begins to take shape, far from any home kitchen.
A quick history lesson. Did you know Nutella was born in the 1940s in Italy during a chocolate shortage? An inventive baker named Pietro Ferrero decided to mix hazelnuts with cocoa paste to create a product that could satisfy sweet cravings without running out of chocolate. Decades later, this recipe evolved, received the name we know today, and is now enjoyed in countries like France, where each person consumes over 2.2 kilograms of Nutella annually. Back to the factory, the hazelnut journey. Truckloads of hazelnuts. Massive trucks arrive at the factory, unloading tons of hazelnuts into enormous metal silos. These nuts primarily come from Turkey and Italy, with strict specifications for moisture, size, and integrity. Samples are taken upon arrival and sent directly to a small internal lab. Quality control begins. In this lab, technicians check for any impurities and measure the fat content, ensuring that only the best nuts move forward. The approved hazelnuts travel through pipelines to cleaning systems. Vibrating conveyors, jets of air, and mechanical sieves work tirelessly to remove stones, leaves, and any foreign objects. High-speed optical sensors identify and automatically reject any substandard nuts. In mere seconds, an entire batch transitions from raw mix to visually perfect hazelnuts ready for roasting. The roasting process, a dance of heat and aroma. Roasting begins. Rotating drums heat the hazelnuts to carefully controlled temperatures. The goal? To enhance their aroma and flavor without burning them. Inside the ovens, warm air circulates continuously while sensors measure the temperature at the core of the mass. A wrong adjustment of just a few degrees can turn everything bitter. When the hazelnuts emerge from the ovens, they are quickly cooled in cold air tunnels. This controlled drop in temperature halts the roasting process at just the right moment. Following this, they enter machines that use vibration and air currents to separate the skin from the nut. The lighter skin is blown away, while the clean nuts proceed to the next phase. Importance of skin removal. Removing the skin is crucial because it carries bitterness that no one wants in the final spread. Only the lightest and most aromatic roasted nuts make it to large steel mills. These mills crush the hazelnuts into a thick, smooth, oily paste that concentrates Nutella's signature flavor. Have you ever thought about how this paste starts as thousands of tiny hazelnuts spinning at high speed inside a metal cylinder? With this base ready, the line prepares to receive the rest of the ingredients, but this is just the first phase of the process. Engagement and community. If you're enjoying this step-by-step journey of Nutella, leave a comment about which part you found most fascinating and click on Hyper. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another industrial process like this. The mixing stage, adding the cocoa. Now, the camera zooms in on the tanks where cocoa and the rest of the ingredients come into play. In another part of the factory, cocoa beans from Africa arrive pre-processed, ready for fine grinding. They go through steel rollers that crush and slightly heat the mass, forming a dark, homogeneous paste. The objective here is to achieve tiny, almost imperceptible particles so that the final spread is smooth and free from granules. Any overly large particle is detected by sensors and automatically sent back for further grinding, creating the perfect blend. This cocoa paste is then sent through heated pipelines to large mixers where the hazelnut paste is already waiting. Everything is monitored by high-precision industrial scales. Valves open in the exact order to ensure that the ratio of hazelnuts to cocoa remains within strict limits batch after batch. Small variations are automatically corrected by the system. Next, sugar and skim milk powder enter the mix. Vertical silos release these dry ingredients into computer-controlled dispensers. For every portion of hazelnut and cocoa paste, a specific volume of sugar and milk is released, ensuring consistent sweetness and texture. Mixers with internal blades spin at high speeds to incorporate the powders into the mixture, avoiding the formation of air bubbles. Palm oil, the creamy secret. It's time for the palm oil, responsible for the creaminess and spreadability of Nutella. It enters heated to a controlled temperature to maintain fluidity without exceeding critical limits. The system prevents overheating, reducing the formation of undesirable compounds and ensuring stability throughout its shelf life. Along with it, small amounts of vanilla and soy lecithin act as flavoring and emulsifying agents, helping to keep everything well blended. Homogenization, the final touch. When all the ingredients are in the same tank, homogenization begins. High-pressure pumps push the mixture through narrow chambers, breaking apart any clumps and further reducing particle size. This is where the spread achieves that uniform texture that flows slowly from the spoon. Sensors continuously monitor the viscosity in real time. If the mixture is too thick or too thin, temperature adjustments and timing come into play. During homogenization, the heat generated by friction is controlled by heat exchange systems, keeping the product within the ideal range. With each cycle, samples are taken through side valves and quickly analyzed by technicians alongside the line. Precision in every jar. Did you ever imagine that such a seemingly simple spread depended on so many precise adjustments within just a few minutes? At the end of this sequence, Nutella is still warm and extremely fluid. It gets pumped into waiting tanks, where it rests for a calculated period, waiting for the perfect moment to enter the cooling and filling phases that you'll see next. Cooling and filling, the grand finale. Now let's dive into the heart of the final phase, transforming this warm, shiny mass into jars ready for the shelf. Nutella flows from the tanks through thermally insulated pipes and enters heat exchangers, where the temperature drops in a controlled manner. Gradual cooling is crucial for the internal structure of the spread, ensuring that the fats crystallize correctly without separations or spots. Following this, the camera follows the filling line. Conveyor belts bring empty glass or plastic jars, freshly washed, passing through filtered air jets to remove any microscopic particles. Sensors check that all jars are intact and in the correct position. Stainless steel dosing nozzles descend with millimetric precision, filling each jar with the same amount of Nutella in fractions of a second. Immediately after, the top surface of the still warm spread levels itself, forming a smooth layer. The jars then head towards the sealing station, where they receive seals that protect the product from air contact. In another phase, the lids are pressed and automatically screwed on. Labels wrap around the jars, while laser printers mark the batch and expiration date. On a single line, hundreds of units pass before the camera every minute. Quality control, ensuring perfection. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.